Coming up in today's video, the rental market is on fire. If you've been looking or you're going to look, you're about to find out. This video's for you because I'll tell you right now, very competitive, very tight. We're going to talk about it coming up next. Pow! All right, Michael Jakobczak here. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for more Toronto market news. And like I said, stay informed. Feel free to comment and share as well. Now, it's no surprise with Toronto real estate thriving and affordability slipping away from everyone's grasp as baby boomers begin to downsize and millennials try to get into the market. Renting becomes, pretty much the only option for many people. And because of that, supply is low, demand is obviously there. And for this reason, prices continue to go up. Urbanation Inc. just released their Q3 statistics on the rental market. Now, condos in Q3 are up 9.4%, which brings the overall average price per square foot to $3.26. Now, transactions also are the highest in the third quarter, which reached over 8,000. I think it was 8,186 units. It's roughly up 5% from a year, and that's mainly because of a little more, availability of units came into the market. Now, market conditions remain tight as they went from 10 days last year on average days on market to 11 days, and prices of listings going over ask went from 29% last year to down to 26%. And I think this is mainly because a lot more agents continue to price higher, and at some point a lot more pullback is happening with tenants to come up on price, especially when you start having fewer and fewer offers going into on these properties. You were seeing 5, 6, 7 offers before, and it's dropped down in the core to just a few. And that's probably frustration on tenants not wanting to get into multiples, as they're on the losing end most of the time. Now, briefly talking about new purpose-built rental construction starts, it actually slowed in Q3 to 826. Now, this came off in Q2 as a record high of 2635 starts. So, probably the reason why they're at a record low. That record low is the lowest it's been in over 2 years. So, again, I believe that's because, in Q2 we hit a record high. Now, total inventory that's in construction is 11,172, which moved up slightly. Now, this is the highest level that we've had in over 30 years, obviously to try to keep up with the demand as supply has been really low and continues to be low due to the fact of, once again, affordability. Now, the total starts that is in construction is 56% higher than last year, so there's obviously a big push, and there will continue a big push for rental units as, like I said, the demand is there, supply is very low, and for this reason, it keeps pushing up the average price, what people are paying. So there will be a big push for this. Now, the city's also pushing for a lot more parks to be put into, or pushing developers to start making them. This is going to obviously draw back on available units if they're saving land for designated parks and stuff like that. So that's supposed to be that's in the works right now to be pushed through. We'll know something in the next few weeks of what's going on with that. Now, jumping into the actual numbers by rental type, when we look at them all across the border, you're seeing a positive increase, although some of the units have dropped with the amount of leases that are leased, and that's mainly because people, as these prices continue to surge, many people are obviously, not jumping into the rental market and looking for, other means to either move or at some point stay where they are until they figure a better plan to either buy or, whatever they're going to do next. But jumping into the GTA condo rental summary by unit type, you have studios up 9%, 1 bedrooms up 11%, which is the highest. 1 bedroom plus den, you're looking at 8%. 2 bedrooms up 10%, and 2 bedroom plus den up 8%, and 3rd bedroom or other is up 7%. So obviously these numbers, like I said, are staggering high compared to last year, but no surprise with supply and affordability, like I said, reaching record highs of people can't afford, and for that reason jumping into the rental market, which, like I said, although numbers are up, the inventory levels still do not meet supply. Now, moving forward, if you are looking to rent, my suggestions are make sure your paperwork is tight and prepared, because although the average days says it's 11 days, depending on what you're looking for, like I said, if you're in the core, 1 bedroom, stuff like that, goes within days, if not hours sometimes. Now, paperwork, what I'm talking about when I mean paperwork is make sure you have your rental application filled out. I always tell my clients keep the rental amount and address, not filled out. We'll fill that out as we put offers in. Credit reports for anyone on the lease. Proof of employment, either being pay stubs, a letter from an employer. Like I said, if you need a co-signer, make sure they have their paperwork. And you want to obviously have all this because, like I said, if you're submitting offers, they need to go in right away, and you do not have time, 2 days, to get this stuff worked out with an employer or get your credit report. It's just too long in this market. So get all your documentation prepared. Talk to a leasing rep. If you need any questions answered, definitely hit me up. And like I said, guys, it's tough. It's on fire, but at some point, if you're moving, you have to tackle this sooner or later. Like, comment, share, and like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for sure, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take care.